PHIVOLCS raises alert level 3 over the Mayon volcano as it continues to show signs of unrest. Volcanologists are also keeping an eye on Mounts Taal and Canlaon as they too exhibit increased activity. Pope Francis is out of the woods and on his way to recovery after an abdominal surgery. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Mayon volcano is now under alert level 3. The upgrade from alert level 2 comes after PHIVOLCS observed an increased tendency for a hazardous eruption. What this means is that there is a possibility of magmatic eruption involving lava flow. PHIVOLCS has reported more and more rockfall events in Mayon, from 54 to 267 in just a few days. PHIVOLCS has recommended the evacuation of residents living within the volcano's 6-kilometer permanent danger zone. PHIVOLCS is also closely watching the activities of two other restive volcanoes in the country, Taal in Batangas and Canlaon in Negros Occidental. First is Taal volcano, whose sulfur dioxide emissions have already reached Metro Manila and nearby provinces like Laguna, Cavite, and the Bataan Peninsula. PHIVOLCS is worried about Taal's increased degassing, which is an unusual activity for the volcano.
Lagi po natin binabanggit to. Kakaiba po itong ugali ng Taal. We are currently at uncharted territory. Kahit po sa historical record, wala po tayong nakikitang mention na meron pong ganitong degassing na behavior ang Taal matapos po ng isang major eruption. Kaya po talaga pong nakakagulat yung volume o yung dami po ng asupre na binubuga ng Taal.
As for Mount Canlaon, authorities are still not allowing any flights near its vicinity due to the risk of volcanic activity. State volcanologists have noted more earthquakes within Canlaon, with its sulfur dioxide emissions also in elevated levels. All three volcanoes, Canlaon, Taal, and Mayon, have been declared by the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines or CAAP as no-fly zones. Moving on to other news, the lawyers of former Senator Laila De Lima will appeal the dismissal of her bail petition before a Muntinlupa court. De Lima's defense lawyers will file a motion for reconsideration, hoping that the court will consider the testimonies of convicted criminals as unacceptable. Recall that yesterday, the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court, Branch 256, denied granting De Lima bail, noting the probability of a crime having been committed in her remaining drug case. De Lima has been in jail since 2017 and has one last drug charge that is awaiting decision.
We believe that there is a strong grounds in the petition for bail of our sister, but then again, this is the decision of the court. We are saddened. We are hoping to see our sister free very soon. Again, justice delayed, this justice denied. Our sister continues to be denied justice, to continue to be denied her freedom. So we really hope and pray that she will be free very, very soon.
In line with that, Justice Secretary Boying Remulla believes that the legal team of former Senator De Lima is taking too many risks. Remulla said that De Lima could have secured her temporary freedom if her bail petition was based on humanitarian grounds instead of on the merits of her remaining drug case. The Justice Secretary says that he had warned De Lima's lawyers about this.
We would not have objected if there is a petition for bail based on humanitarian grounds because siya, after all, 6 years na siya. Pero mas gusto nila magpasikat ng ganun eh. O kaya magparinig at magpahiwatig na ang tingin nila eh, kayang-kaya nila yung kaso. Habeas corpus should have been put in issue at yung 6 na taon in detention should have been the reason, not the weakness of the evidence or the strength of the evidence.
We're bringing more stories for you after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're back on One News now. I'm Sean Yao. Let's check in on the weather. Chadeng has intensified into a typhoon as it moves northwestward over the Philippine Sea. Pag-asa last spotted the weather disturbance some 935 kilometers east of central Luzon. It is packing winds of 120 to 150 kilometers per hour. Chadeng is still forecast to remain far from the Philippine landmass, but it could steadily intensify in the next 2 or 3 days and reach peak intensity by Saturday. The typhoon is unlikely to bring rain showers over the country, but it could enhance the southwest monsoon, which could then bring heavy rainfall to several areas. Pag-asa expects Chadeng to exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Monday morning. And over at the Vatican, Pope Francis is recovering well after a successful abdominal surgery. The doctor who operated on the Pope said that it will take the pontiff a few days to recuperate after a 3-hour operation to repair a hernia. Once his recovery is complete, the Pope is not expected to have any limitations in his travels or other activities. According to the surgeon, the Pope was in good spirits when he woke up, going so far as to joke around with his doctor.
L'intervento chirurgico e l'anestesia generale si sono svolti senza complicazioni. Il Santo Padre ha reagito bene sia all'intervento chirurgico che all'anestesia. Il Santo Padre è già sveglio, ha già scherzato e già mi ha preso in giro.
And in sports, the Denver Nuggets regained the series advantage in the NBA Finals after beating the Miami Heat in Game 3. Denver established a double-digit lead in the third quarter after a tight first half. From there, the Nuggets kept the Heat at bay and maintained a sizable lead. Final score, 109-94 for the Nuggets. This win pushes them ahead in the best-of-7 finals, 2-1. Two-time MVP Nikola Jokic finished with 32 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists. The first such game in NBA Finals history since assists were tracked. His partner in crime, Jamal Murray, also notched a triple-double, 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. The two became the first pair of teammates in NBA history to both record a triple-double. Game 4 is on Saturday, still at the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News. All sides, all the time.